Oh, we're back. Let's keep going with DC. As we've talked about before, the New 52 started 5 years ago. And for better or worse, that was kind of the new continuity. And I got out of comic books at that time. I didn't like how they took some of the characters and redesigned them and take all the legacy, 75 years worth of continuity, legacy, history of the comics, and throw it in the trash. Well, back in March, we got, I think what fans have wanted all this time is, if you want to call it a reboot, you want to call it a relaunch, you want to call it a new starting point, DC Rebirth. We don't have near enough time to talk about what's going on with this, but from my understanding, from watching the videos, it's all about bringing back the legacy of the characters, bringing back what worked, the rich history that they had, and applying it to the characters that we have today, and kind of listening to the fans saying, we don't like collars on our superheroes. We don't like Nightwing having a red bird on his chest. There are certain things that these characters have history, and you need to respect it while forming a new legacy for them.
One thing about it, everybody knows my opinion on the New 52.
And your new opinion is? In one sentence, in 5 words.
No, you shouldn't have done this.
Okay.
Because I'm like, for one thing about it, you can't just take 75 years and just throw it out the window. Yes, I do like the new designs of the characters. Awesome. Taking all that rich history, all those plots and everything, and just throwing them out the water and say they never happened and only really the Flash remember? No, that was a very bad idea. And this is basically, to me, the moment I read about it, I was like, oh, well, they knew they messed up. And I know people who have collected comics and they're looking at the New 52 like, there's so much happening and it's so much different from what we look for, and it's everything that I know is gone, and you feel like you have this disconnect. I mean, now they're trying with Rebirth, trying to connect things back together. So I'm good for the new Rebirth. I think it's a good idea.
When I watched the panel, it was about putting the right talent with the right writers, listening to the fans. They have a Batman team, a Superman team, a Wonder Woman team, a Titans team, so on and so forth. They're going to take, there's the first issue coming out May 25th, 80 pages for $2.99. And it's the DC Universe Rebirth special. And then from there, the titles get a rebirth. So there'll be a Batman Rebirth #1, followed by a Batman #1, a Superman Rebirth #1, followed by Superman #1. Then what I think is the coolest for a collector such as yourself, such as Jeremy, they're going to take Action Comics and Detective Comics and go back to the original numbering. Action Comics 957, Detective Comics 932. Those are legacy comics that you have to respect the lineage of that. And titles are going to ship twice monthly, priced at $2.99 an issue. I'm excited about this Rebirth because if anyone's ever read Green Lantern Rebirth and The Flash Rebirth by Jeff Johns, you know it's not about the characters, it's about taking everything, the heroes, the villains, the mythology, what worked, making that core strong and pushing to new legacy characters, new characters that respect that.
One of the things I really laughed at when they did the New 52 was one of the first things I took from it was that there was just going to be one universe. They kind of got rid of the multiverse again. And then they immediately introduced Earth 1 and Earth 2, and then there's all these other universes. And I'm sitting there like, 52. Wait, didn't you just mash all these? I mean, you got rid of the Wildstorm universe, you got rid of the Vertigo universe, you mashed all those into one, and now you're making more? And I just sat there and shook my head at DC.
From what I understood, wasn't it supposed to be 52 new universes? Because that was the whole 52.
Yes.
Was 52 new universes, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So they smashed them all together. It's like, nope, there's one. No, I'm sorry, there's 52 actually.
I'm very excited about this. We will be talking more about DC Universe Rebirth when these come out because I think this is a big event. And speaking about events, they're bringing back the pre-52 Superman. That's the best Superman in my opinion, next to Christopher Reeve in the movies. That's the best Superman, and they're getting rid of the collars. Thank you. We will talk about more in an upcoming episode, but May is awesome for a number of reasons, especially on May 7th, 2016, Free Comic Book Day.
Who doesn't like free stuff?
Who doesn't like free comic books? Do you like free comic books? Mm-hmm. You like free comic books?
Oh, yes. We know that Free Comic Book Day is not only a day not only to get free stuff, but usually it's days that they go ahead and try jump-starting something to make you, to get you attracted to the series where you want to buy and get invested into the comics. Mm-hmm. So I want to see what new plots is out there, what new ways they can go ahead and grab my attention.
We get Marvel Comics Civil War II, DC Suicide Squad. You also get Pokemon, DC Superhero Girls, Sonic the Hedgehog, a Doctor Who.
I'm a Sonic the Hedgehog fan.
Strawberry Shortcake, The Simpsons, Bob's Burger. It's varied. Anyone, all ages can come. And that's what's cool is really, comic books are for really all ages. And I'm looking forward to, hopefully, you guys will bring me some comic books. When I'm sitting here in the office editing an episode, you'll be like, here's Tom's goodie bag. If you want more information on where to go for free comic books, look up comicshoplocator.com and freecomicbookday.com. You'll be able to find stores in your area, and I'm sure we'll have plenty of comic books to look through when we come back in the next episode.
I believe that is a good idea.
Yes. You know what we really need?
What?
We need a segment on every show just about comic books. Maybe I can work on that, make it happen. So wrapping up, I got Jeremy Holder. I got Josh Holderbaum. I want to thank Logan Flemming for being behind the camera, directing this episode. He still hasn't seen Batman vs. Superman yet. Don't know why. Maybe one day. I'm being told by the other director in the room that you will never see Batman vs. Superman.
There's a lot of behind the camera stuff going on you guys don't know about, but it's hilarious.
So for Jeremy Holder, Josh Holderbaum, I'm Tom Morris, and we'll see you next time on Delve into the Void.
Access Vision. Your voice, your community.